Usually when you need a new dining table, you just go to a furniture store, buy one, and it's done. You pay for the convenience of, well, not having to build it yourself.
Right, exactly.
And for years, that's exactly how we've treated traditional subscription-based software. You pay a monthly fee, so you don't have to code it yourself. But imagine walking into that software store, seeing the $1,000 price tag, and suddenly a magical toolkit appears in your hands that lets you build an exact custom replica for pennies.
Yeah, that changes everything.
It really does. Today, we're unpacking a massive shift where everyday creators and small business owners are doing exactly that using AI, and how those big software companies are scrambling to survive. Okay, let's unpack this.
The shift is happening incredibly fast, honestly. Non-technical users are realizing they can, completely bypass those expensive subscriptions with their own AI-generated code.
Right.
The fundamental logic here is inversion. Historically, you had to adapt your business processes to fit the rigid structure of the off-the-shelf software you bought. Now, because AI writes the code, the software adapts perfectly to your unique business.
The examples in our sources are just wild. There's a business owner who built an entire custom ERP-like, a complex enterprise resource planning system, in just 20 days using Claude.
While on vacation.
Right, while on vacation.
Right.
And another manager built a partner tracking app for under $100 to replace some pricey enterprise platform.
It's incredible.
It is. But it goes right back to that furniture analogy.
Oh.
It sounds empowering to build your own custom desk, but do solo creators actually have the time to become full-time carpenters?
Well, that is the catch.
What happens when that magical AI toolkit inevitably gets stuck in a frustrating troubleshooting loop where it completely forgets what it was just doing?
Yeah, that constraint is very real. And it brings us to a massive hidden landmine. What's fascinating here is that the cost of these DIY projects isn't just the time you lose. There is a financial shock known as the token trap.
Oh, wow. So for the small business owner listening right now who thinks they just found a free cheat code to skip all their software subscriptions, what should they be looking out for so they don't accidentally bankrupt themselves?
They really need to understand how AI models bill for usage. It's done by the token, which are basically fragments of words processed in the backend.
Okay, so every fragment costs money.
Exactly. One user in our sources bragged about replacing a $2,500 a month SaaS tool with their own custom AI build. But because their code was horribly unoptimized, it was processing millions of unnecessary tokens.
Wait, really? How much did it cost?
They accidentally racked up $12,500 a month in back-end AI costs.
Ouch. So it's not a passive leak. It's more like paying a taxi by the mile, but your custom code is giving the driver directions to drive in circles around the block for every single task.
That is a perfect way to look at it. And while that compounding inefficiency is a risk for the builder, the threat of cheap custom code is still terrifying to traditional software companies.
Because if anyone can build the basics, why pay them?
Right. If generating basic features is practically free, SaaS can no longer rely on owning your workflow. Instead, the industry is shifting its entire value proposition to brand, ironclad reliability, and customer service.
You aren't paying for the code anymore.
Exactly. You're paying for the guarantee that if something breaks, an expert fixes it instantly. They are selling trust.
Which means if trust is the only currency left for these massive software companies, it's going to dictate how every small business listening today has to operate too.
Absolutely.
If we are all relying on AI to give us answers, how we market our own businesses has to shift to capture that trust.
That's the critical pivot here. Consumers are increasingly prioritizing trusted AI answers over traditional web browsing. 35% of consumers have stopped traditional Google searches entirely for certain tasks, opting for AI tools.
35%?
Yeah, and what's staggering is the conversion rate. AI searches convert at 15.9% compared to Google's 1.76%.
Wait, why is the conversion rate almost 10 times higher? What is happening in an AI search that makes someone so much more likely to buy?
It basically comes down to hyper-personalized intent. A traditional search gives you a page of links you have to sift through. An AI tool synthesizes a highly specific answer based exactly on your complex prompt.
Oh, I see.
So if the AI recommends a solution, the user trusts it as a direct endorsement. This is why businesses must focus on generative engine optimization, or GEO.
So I've heard the acronym, but how does a business actually optimize for an AI?
By ensuring your brand is cited across highly authoritative platforms. AI models scrape the web for consensus. So if your business has strong reviews, gets mentioned in reputable industry articles, and produces incredibly clear content,
then the AI is more likely to synthesize your brand as the trusted answer.
Yes. If the AI doesn't cite you, you are a ghost to that 15.9% conversion demographic.
So what does this all mean? For you and your small business, the build versus buy math has completely flipped. Build custom AI software for your highly unique proprietary workflows, the stuff that makes your business special.
Right, but keep buying SaaS for standardized tasks where reliability, customer service, and a zero error rate matter most.
Exactly. Save your carpentry skills for the custom work and pay for peace of mind everywhere else.
It's all about strategic allocation of your time and risk.
But I'll leave you with this final thought to mull over. If we all successfully abandon traditional SaaS to build our own custom tools on top of these AI platforms, what happens to our infrastructure when those AI models inevitably pivot into expensive, locked-down SaaS subscriptions themselves?
Are we just buying a different kind of pre-made table?
That is the question. Keep building, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.